when you are in that space of
Yeah.
putting together a project or even a song, what do you think is your favorite part of putting together a body of work?
Ooh, I don't know if I have a favorite part. Maybe, honestly, I love when we get to the story of it all, because as a creative, you are writing songs either about what you went through, what you've gone through, what you've currently going through, what you've perceived, or what you like or want to happen, whatever. And when you're sometimes in these sessions, you're not recording in the form of a story. Like you're not starting off saying in the beginning and da-da-da, and that's how you record is from track one to track whatever. You're normally just making whatever for so
And
long.
seeing what sticks.
And then to find the story in all of it is such a fun process, because that's when you see the colors. Oh, now I see what this story is. I see what the colors might be and where we could possibly shoot it. That's where like everything comes to life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like I always see like Ari Lennox have all like a whiteboard of all these songs and the ones that are scratched out. And I've always wondered like one, are we getting those scratched out songs
You might
at
not.
some point?
You might
Crazy. Two, how do you go through and decide what? But that makes sense. You see where the story goes and like, you make it from there.
And it's a similar process to how you might approach song making. It's like you trust your gut. You go with what you like, what you feel. Because sometimes a song will just get chosen because it's just a dope ass song, and we gonna figure out how to fit in this story. Oh, won't you look at that? It matches up with this, but sometimes it's like this goes crazy. This has to be on the project. I have no idea what this might do in the story, but
it'll be the single.
Yeah, exactly.
And we just gonna make it stick. I like that. I feel like a studio session with you would be like a good vibe. A good vibe.
It definitely is a vibe that varies, because I like recording like depending on what the vibe is. Sometimes I just want my folks and I want it to be like very private, but then sometimes it's like, okay, let's have everybody in a room and have multiple people pull up. Those sessions are just as fun too.
I could see that.
Yeah.
What are 3 songs by you that for someone who has been living under a rock and has never heard any of your music would be like the perfect introduction to Zyah Belle?
The perfect introduction. It's so hard to choose over like everything that I've recorded. And you said 3?
3.
I'll do 3. I'll do songs from different stages. So early Zyah on the project 9, I would tell you to listen to Party.
Okay.
Then I would tell you to listen to, oh, that's hard. Because I got Fuck That and I Think That I Love You on the same project.
Those are 2 like those.
Can it be an A side and a B side for number 2? Okay, we doing an A side, B side for number 2.
I'll allow it. I like that.
And then the third song I would tell you to listen to is 1-800 Heartbreak.
Is that the one with Lacan?
He's in the video for About Time.
Okay, About Time.
Laren Wong is in the video for 1-800 Heartbreak.
And he just dropped that EP. He dropped like a 4 or 5. I like him too.
Yes.
How do you go about deciding who your video vixen is?
At first, the way we tried to decide was, we put out a flyer. And low-key, it was so fun because I just wanted to see, like, what submissions we gonna get back. You know what I mean? Like, because as a man, like, just being able to be like, I think I'm fine enough. You feel me?
Period.
I'm like, okay, let's
Stand
see.
on it.
Let's see who's standing on that. Let's see what the pickings are. And baby, what I would say is men have a lot of confidence. No shade.
I believe it.
Men have a lot of confidence and audacity.
Always.
And we need to have more of it. That's what I would say. That's how that process went.
Okay. I'm understanding. The pieces are piecing. Okay.
And then I was talking with Chels, who works on our label, Third and Hayden, who works on the label that I'm on. And she like, we know some people that are cute. Like, we just need to ask people that we think. And
Because it's always the cute ones that don't be like, they be
Exactly.
too
They be,
cool. Like,
"Oh, I ain't
I'm gonna
gonna-"
submit. Like,
she like,
you
no,
see me.
she's like, you need to ask Lake, huh? I'm like, you think I should? I got his number. Let me go ahead and
Period.
ask him. He was so down. He didn't even get like a full deck of what the video was going to be about. I think I gave him like a brief overview. I'm like,
Okay.
would you be down? He was like, yes. It's like, let me
Period.
know. I'm like, yes.
Excellent. We got
It's amazing to have beautiful friends because that was
scary.
definitely a hard
Spooky,
process.
hilarious.
It was crazy, scary, spooky, and hilarious. You are correct. So
Can only
shout out to
imagine.
them for saying yes. Very grateful.
Love
They
that.
made our lives so much easier.
Love that. How, and granted they're friends, so like no crazy business, but how is navigating that as a show them the ring? Yeah, don't even need to zoom in because it's loud. Loud. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
How is it navigating that with your,
It's actually something that isn't anything to navigate around because I respect him and he respects me.
Period.
And he's an artist as well. He's a creative and he understands like, well, yeah, you shoot music videos. So he actually is the one that was like, I was going to say, I felt like you should have had Larry Wong in a video. I felt like you should, that's actually a really great option, babe. I'm like, okay. It honestly is not it's not a topic and it's not something we ever even discussed of like, would you be comfortable with? I think because he knows what the job entails, he's like, yeah, and he knows me. If it got down to something of like, we gotta be in the bed and we might have to have a conversation.
Okay. That's love.
You know what I mean? Because I would want to have a conversation also too as well.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would want to know how, like, where do you see this video going?
Right.
Because is
How
that
far?
necessary?
'Cause there's-
You know? Because for actors, it's different. They're getting a check. It's like, all right, you keep that in mind.
And even that, I'm
my
like,
baby getting
oh.
paid. I know. But
you
also
on,
with
you on
actors,
camera with making good. Oh, wait, hold on.
actors is so funny because it's such a thin line, but they do, separate it because of the profession. But then you get those actors that fall in love on stage, fall in love on set. Angelina Jolie.
God's strongest soldiers, because
It's a few folks that have fell in love on
Channing
set.
Tatum was married to Shorty off Step Up for a while.
Listen. They definitely stepped up.
It did. And then stepped down.
And then
'cause
stepped
now-
down.
Yeah.
Because Angelina too. And she deserved to step down because that's crazy.
As hell.
But it is
Respectfully.
such a thin line in creative and with like performance art. So that is definitely something we would have a conversation about. And if anything, I would have him in the video, which I have. He's my vixen and I Think That I Love You.
He is.
Sure was. Wasn't even my man at the time. Yes.
I love that. I actually love that. But then also your lyrics, because a lot, like you had that line. Use a line, like, do you guys talk about like where the inspiration to some of the song lyrics come from? Or like has he ever taken any lyrics like to heart and been like, ooh, like who's that one about?
No, because he knows it's not about him.
Okay.
And honestly, Lion was one of the first songs that I had made in a while that was like that. Anything referencing like a toxic relationship or a toxic nigga. Like before then I had did like Fuck That. And that was, all of that was me freshly coming out of something that didn't even have nothing to do with
business
him. And also when I had did that music, like when I had released I Think That I Love You and all of that, me and him were just friends. So for him coming in, I think it's interesting. We understand the personal side of the creative, but then we also are fans of each other's art. So I think we don't think with that mind first.
Beautiful.
But then he's often included in my creative process because we casually talk about creative, that he's in on sessions. He's co-wrote songs with me where he'll know, like, I'm like, oh, I was watching this and I feel like we should do a song about. So some songs might even be like that, like Goofy that we did on Yam Greer. Literally, that was just a vibe. Like Tempest said goofy nigga, and we was like, hey, like, and then the first half of the song was written about a scene from a show that I had watched earlier that day.
Inspiration is everywhere.
Every day.
Everywhere.
You know, everywhere, every day.
R&B Only Live is a show that will take you on a journey of R&B music from past, present, and future. We bring together the best of the genre with our all-female DJs, talented hosts, and electrifying energy all night long. Get tickets to the tour now at rnbonly.com/calendar and vibe with a room full of R&B lovers.